And we're live. Welcome back to the High Techpreneur Show, where I don't have an intro for it yet, right? So, what's going on, guys? If you guys are brand new here, my name is Jonathan. This is the High Techpreneur Show, where on a weekly basis we interview experts that are killing it in the field, and every single day I come on and give you guys some value, right? Now, and today I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about what to offer if you have no idea what to offer, right? If that even makes sense, right? There's sometimes we just offer what we see other people offering it, right? And I feel like that's the definitely the wrong way to do things. And the reason why is because it doesn't make you stand out in the marketplace and nothing like that, right? But there's a lot of people who have some type of expertise, right? You have some type of expertise, you know, some type of knowledge, and you want to go ahead and make it a business out of it, but you don't like your expertise may be aligned with somebody else's that you see them doing in the marketplace. So you kind of be, oh, I can do that. And then you start teaching or you start talking about whatever someone else is doing, right? Which is the wrong way to do it. Now, when I first realized this is probably at the beginning of this year, right? At the beginning of this year, when you start seeing, create a coaching program or all of that stuff, or organically, right? That was the whole thing, right? Create a coaching program organically, do sales organically, do everything organically. That's what everybody was talking about, which is nothing wrong with it. It's a fantastic way to go ahead and actually get clients and build your business and stuff like that. Now, I agree with some of those tactics and some of those I don't agree with, but that's besides the point, right? But the whole point is that when someone starts doing something, right, then you're gonna start seeing a whole bunch of copycats. And the moment that you start becoming a copycat, you are not you're competing against that person, right? You're competing against that person, and the moment that you compete against that person, you can't be the person dominating the space because you literally just copied someone else or you're doing the same thing that someone else is doing. Therefore, you are not being unique to yourself. You're not being able to stand out, and you're just selling what other people are selling. And this is something that I've been not struggling with it, but I wanted to go ahead and how do I make sure that what I offer is unique to me? How do I make sure that what I create is unique to me? How do I make sure that I create a new opportunity, that I bring a new opportunity to the table and not just sell the same thing that everybody else is selling? Right. And that's one of the biggest things that I want you guys to ask yourself when you guys want to create your program. If you want to create an offer, you want to create something, ask yourself, okay, how can I make this unique? I don't want to sell the same thing that the guru that taught me is selling. I don't want to compete against him because he's the one dominating the space. He's the one dominating the marketplace, right? He's the one dominating it. How can I make my own opinion and make my own thing out of this to go ahead and become the expert in one specific place, and one specific niche, and one specific thing, and dominate that? Because if I'm the only person doing that, then I'm absolutely going to dominate that marketplace. And that's exactly what this is about, right? Now, let's go ahead and really talk about kind of how this all got started, right? We all know that there's really three markets. There's three markets. Now, if you guys are listening to the podcast, make sure you go to the Facebook group so you guys can see the drawings that I'm actually not sharing. So thank you for reminding me. Okay, wait, there it is. So there's three markets in just business, right? There's three markets. There's three markets: health, wealth, and relationships. And each market, like everything that you do, falls into those three markets: into the health market, into the wealth market, into relationship market. So in each market, there's branches of that, right? So in wealth, there's like real estate. There's real estate, and then there's marketing or online business. And then in online business, there's more stuff that start happening, which is your coach, your agency owner, all of this stuff. You start branching out into more micro niches, and within those niches you can really niche down a lot more. And I definitely recommend doing that because you can dominate the marketplace because you'll be the only person doing that. So the whole point of this, right, is like before you could just pick, hey, I'm the online, I teach people how to make money online because nobody else was teaching it, right? Nobody else was teaching it. So you can literally just go in there and dominate the marketplace because you can be like, hey, you don't need real estate to make money online, and you can just throw rocks at this market, throw rocks at this market, and have fishes come to your market and you can dominate the online space. But what happened? More competition, more people started talking about it, more people started teaching about it. And the moment that you find a course about something, that means it's too late for that market, right? When you see people teaching about something, that means it's too late for that market because there's already sharks in that market. We have to keep in mind that this is all about kind of like fishing, right? This is all about fishing. You're fishing in a pond, and you want to make sure that the pond that you're fishing in is a blue ocean, right? You want to make sure that there's only fishes in here, right? That there's only fishes in here and not other people fishing. Because what happens when you fish in the same place that thousands of people are fishing? What happens? There's going to be a whole bunch of competition. And the moment that there's a whole bunch of competition, there's going to be fishes. And then that's when you start racing to see who's the cheapest. And that's not a race that I want to play. And that's not a race that I recommend you guys playing. I want you guys to play the race of dominating the space and being saying, hey, I'm the only person that does this, right? I'm the only person that does this. And you can only do that in the following way. So right now that we kind of understand this scenario and what we want to go ahead and do, well, the second thing is that, okay, how do we actually make this happen? Well, there's really 3 steps to this, right? First, you need to find a hot market, right? We need to find a hot market. You may have an idea of where you want to be. Maybe you want to help coaches, right? Maybe you want your consultant and you want to help coaches do some other stuff, or maybe you want to help, people who are in real estate flip homes or whatever it is. You want to have a hot market. You want to be in a hot market, right? You want to go ahead and be in a hot market, but bring a cold offer to it. Not a cold offer, but a new opportunity to the hot market. So now, and you want to be in this hot market. In the hot market, you want to go ahead and find out what these people want. So you want to go ahead and ask, hey, what is it that you want? Right? What is it that you want me to do? What don't you like about, coaching, the coaching business? What don't you like about it? And hear people out, right? Hear people out. Listen to what they have to tell you. They will tell you, hey, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like messaging people. I don't like wasting my time on social media. I don't like, that I have to spend money to make money, right? Whatever it is that people are saying in your market, you want to go ahead and listen to them and say, okay, what is it, right? What is it that you guys actually want? Really? That's all you have to do. What is it that you want? Get 50 people to tell you what is it that you actually want out of this topic. And then they're going to tell you. And then from there, you figure out a way to go ahead and give it to them. Right? You don't create your offers, right? You don't work on a program or you don't work on an offer without knowing what the hot market is, without knowing what they want. First, you want to go ahead and know what the hot market is. You want to ask them what they want, and then simply turn around and give that to them. Literally, just turn around and give that to them. After you know what they want, all you have to do is just say, here you go. It will be $5,000. And they're going to be like, oh my God, yes, that's exactly what I want. And you're going to be like, oh, I know that's exactly what you want because you literally told me that that's exactly what you want. You see the differences? You see the difference in marketing? Instead of creating something, right? This is what most people do. They create an offer. They create an offer and then ask, do you want it? Right? Do you want it in a hot market? Right? They first create an offer, then they ask the hot market if they want it. And then the hot market's gonna be like, no, I don't really want that. I don't really care about that. Right? I don't really care about what it is that you have to offer. This is the complete wrong way to do it. Think about it, right? It's the complete wrong way to do it. Why would you create something, spend 5 months, 6 months creating something or assuming, right? Or assuming that your market wants that. That's another thing that people do. They assume, hey, yeah, my market is going to want this. They're going to love this. They're not going to love it unless they said it, right? So you first don't create an offer, don't do something and then ask if they want it. No, go to the hot market, ask what they want, and then give it back to them. Create what they want and just give it back to them. Here, this is what you said that you wanted. Here you go. That's the correct order to do it. It's not, let me go ahead and create something and then go ask if they want it. That is the wrong way to do it. You want to go ahead and ask what they want and then give it to them. Guys, it's that simple. Let me know how many of you guys are actually doing that. How many of you did you actually go to the market, ask what they want, and then created something around it? Or did you guys create something and then are going to the market to see if they want it? Which way are you guys actually doing this? Let me know in the comment section. Now, the second thing, once you figure this out, right? You figure this out, okay, you created and now you asked the campaign, you said this is what they want, and then you created something about it and you're giving it to them. The reason kind of why you want to do this, right, is because, right, like I told you, there's three different markets. What we want to go ahead and do is, for example, this is the real estate, real estate space. What you want to go ahead and do is bring a new opportunity, right? You want to go ahead and bring a new opportunity to this market, right? You want to go ahead and bring a new opportunity to this market, and this market is going to be yours. Literally, this is going to be your pond. You're going to make a little hole right here, and all of these fishes are going to come here because all you're going to do is you're going to stand right here in this new opportunity, fishing all by yourself in this pond all by yourself, and then you're going to grab and throw rocks at this market saying, hey, you don't need money to start real estate. Hey, you don't need that to start real estate, right? And then all of these fishes are going to get hit with the rock and going to listen to you. They'll be like, oh, you don't need to do that. What do you mean? No, all you need is, boom, my new opportunity, new op, right? All you need is my new opportunity. So ask yourself, what is your new opportunity, right? What are you bringing to the table that is new and unique to you? Don't get stuck up on this, right? This is simply your framework. Like you already know, right? You already know that the hot market, which in this case is real estate, they want what you created because you did it in the correct order. You didn't do it in the wrong order, right? You asked them what they want and then you created something around it. Now you created a whole opportunity, you created your pond, and now it's time to drive people to that new opportunity. So all you have to do is start throwing rocks at that. You create content and you say, hey, you don't need to go ahead and message people to go ahead and get new clients. You don't need to do organic and spend 1,000 hours on Instagram or on Facebook to go ahead and get clients. You don't need to post content every single day to get clients, right? I'm just throwing things out there. Those are me throwing rocks at the market where they hang out because I know that that's what they hate doing, right? That's what the market hates doing. You have to know your market. In this case, you want to go ahead and talk about, okay, what is the market? What do they hate doing? Do they hate having to spend money to go ahead and make money, or do they hate having to put a down payment for a house and you're showing them that you don't need to do that, right? Or something like that. I don't know what your new opportunity is, but that's where that starts. That's where that begins. You want to go ahead and keep throwing rocks at that market, and automatically that's going to start creating the buzz. That's going to start creating people are going to start knowing you. Be like, oh wow, Jonathan is that person that builds ecosystems. That is his thing, right? And then you're going to start being known for your thing, for your new opportunity, for your thing, right? For your framework, and your new opportunity is just your framework. Right? Your new opportunity is just a framework that you created. That is it, guys. Don't overthink it. That is your new opportunity that you bring into the table. But the problem with what people do, right? The problem with what people do is that they see someone created this whole ecosystem, right? Someone created their new opportunity, and they're like, oh, wait, I can teach people how to do this. I can teach people how to do that. So they're like, oh, wow, I can do it. I'm going to create my own thing, right? I'm going to create my own pond and try to fish from it. But it's the same exact thing. Or even worse, they just come to this pond and literally steal his things, right? But guess what? When you do that, guess what? Guess who has the biggest hook? The person that created it. Guess who has the most authority? The person that created it. Guess who has the most attention? The person that created it. So for everybody that's kind of saying, oh, hey, I help coaches get more clients organically, are you fishing in your own pond or are you just fishing in someone else's pond? Which one are you? Are you fishing in somebody else's pond or are you fishing in your own pond? You have to create your own pond, create your new opportunity, make it yours, right? Make it yours, make it your new opportunity. Because if you do, then you're going to dominate this place. You're going to dominate the market because you're going to be the authority figure in that marketplace because you're the only one offering it. If you're stuck, if you're stuck, you can take the framework that you learned and just niche down further, right? If this new opportunity became too oversaturated, what you could do is funnel people from here to your own pond, right? To your own pond, but niche further. Say, hey, instead of helping, coaches with organic marketing, I'm going to help Christian and conservative coaches with organic marketing. And just change the name from organic marketing to your own framework. And now that's your new opportunity. You're channeling people from here and here to your own framework because you niche down a lot more. So you're going to become the authority figure in that marketplace because you're the only person helping that type of person with that thing, with that type of result, with your own framework, with your own name. You see where this goes? And that's how this game is played, right? We make the mistake of going into other people's markets and try to fish from them. I made that mistake so many times, right? How many of you made that mistake as well? How many are you guys making that mistake right now? Going into somebody else's marketplace and trying to make it your own. It's a mistake that a lot of people make, right? It's not a mistake that a lot of people make. And the moment that you make that mistake is you're competing against the guru on the mountain. And everybody wants to buy from the guru on the mountain and not from the sloppy seconds. So, guys, I wanted to go ahead and conclude this video. I ranted out for a little bit. I think it was a valuable video. If you guys have any questions about it, just let me know. Honestly, let me know. I would love to have a conversation about you guys. Maybe you guys don't agree with me, right? Maybe you guys don't agree with me. I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions on this. Again, if you're in the podcast, what are you guys doing, right? Obviously, let's keep listening to the podcast because the podcast is amazing. But if you want to see my amazing drawings, go to the Facebook group. I'll put it down in the description so you guys can literally go ahead and grab it and go to the Facebook group. From now on, I'm going to start posting these videos on YouTube as well. Something about the YouTube is just that I hated the whole editing part. I really did. I hated the whole editing part. So I'm sure that these videos are not going to perform as well because they're uncut and they're unedited. Maybe I'll edit the front and the back of it just a little bit to make it a little bit more smoother or whatever. But who cares, right? So, guys, that pretty much conclude this video and this live. I hope you guys found it valuable. If you did, go ahead and give this video a like. Go ahead and comment. Let me know exactly what's your biggest questions about creating your new opportunity, creating your new offer. What is your unique thing, right? Let me know. And other than that, thank you so much for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later.